Kenya's Gold. Kenya's Gold.
Now, it's always a great feeling to start off a brand new week because it gives us yet another opportunity to continue with our journey of learning from our farmers, appreciating our farmers, inducting and onboarding new farmers. We do hope you had yourself a fantastic weekend and you have kicked off your week right. Good evening, viewers, from wherever it is that you are watching us from. Buckle up because we do have a fantastic week lined up for you with great agricultural features spread out all through the week. My name is Violeta Ngina.
Jina langu ni Emmanuel Terer. Karibu sana katika Kenya's Gold, kipindi ambacho kinakufafanulia mengi kuhusiana na kilimo biashara. Hapa utataka kubanduka kwa sababu kuna mengi tumekuandalia. Utakuwa yule mwanafunzi ambaye atajifunza kisha kwenda tekeleze na bila wasiwasi. Hapa ndo darasa, na tukisema darasa basi inamaanisha kwamba tafuta kitabu, karatasi, andika kalamu yako vile vile, hakikisha kwamba unanata yote na unakwenda nayo nyumbani. Karibu, lakini kwanza tuangazie tuliyozungumzia wiki iliyopita.
Number 1, it is supporting industry. Number 2, it is creating wealth. Number 3 is basically to buffer our indigenous forests. Is to provide an alternative for wood-based products. Vijana ujishughulishe na mambo ya kuhifadhi mazingira, kwa sababu mazingira yanapoharibika ni maisha ya vijana baadaye ndio itakuja kuharibika.
We want to show the farmer how much did your coffee cost at the auction. This information now is live and it's out there to the farmer. And then also we're opening now the auction and the direct market so that the farmer can get at the very best price that the market, the international market can offer. Not only the national market, but the international market.
Purple tea was like the tea that had the most health benefits. From the research, they were looking for tea that can have a lot of health benefits. That is superior to green tea.
For you to start a successful fish farm or farming venture, you really need to consider 3 key things. 1, the land area that you have, the soil that is in that land, is it able to retain water? And also the topography of the area. Then you have to consider water. Water is really important. We say water Q and Q, quality and quantity.
There are several things that can be used, and I think it is good that we clear here that most farmers know biogas as only a source for cooking. Yes, biogas is for cooking, but biogas can be used for lighting. Biogas can be used to run chaff cutters, and I know most farmers are actually paying very hefty, very high prices of electricity in terms of running their chaff cutters. Once you have a biogas plant, you can actually use the biogas plant to run your chaff cutter.
Kabla tuzungumzie maparachichi siku ya leo, ni kukumbusha kwamba ilifurahisha. Kuna bingwa moja alikuwa mdogo kati ya wazungumzaji wa wiki iliyopita, na vile vile tulimuona moja vile vile akizungumzia biogas. Kulikuwa na mambo mengi ambayo kama ungeketi vizuri ungejifunza sana na kwenda baadaye kujitekeleza.
What a fantastic week we did have, and we do have plans of raising the bar this week. Now, today being Monday, we shift our focus to horticulture and we continue with our journey on avocado farming in Kenya. Now, the last couple of episodes, we took you through grafting. Last week, we spoke to a small-scale farmer who took us through the planting. And today, we want to dive into the world of harvesting avocado. How do you handle them after harvesting to make sure that you maintain the quality? All that and so much more will be answered in our gold feature coming right up. First, you start by preparing your land. Thereafter, you plant your avocados. Thereafter, you take care of your growing trees through irrigation and nutrition. And finally, after a lot of hard work and patience, it comes a time for you to reap the fruits of your labor, literally. Right about now, we're about to get into the business of harvesting avocados. And as you can see, I am already dressed up in my regalia. I have my gloves on, my clippers, and my harvesting bag. And to help us do that, that, we will be meeting Judy, who will be shedding light on everything we need to know when it comes to harvesting avocados right here in Kakuzi Farm. Come along with me. Let's do this. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Now we can get right into it. When we were talking, you mentioned that for someone to come here and be part of the harvesting team, there's a training that they need to go to. Please take us through the training, and also why is it so important for them to go through it?
Thank you very much. So one of the trainings that we give to our employees before we start the season is the health and safety training. Some of the hazards that they might encounter while harvesting, we explain to them and how they can avoid them and also how they can prevent them. One of them is by the use of PPEs. We give them harvesting gloves. There is a cape to secure the hair and also an overall, and they have to be in closed shoes. The other training is hygiene, workplace hygiene training. How they are supposed to handle the fruit. They are not supposed to use bare hands. We also have facilities like the toilets, how to use them, how the toilets are cleaned, how they are supposed to wash their hands after visiting the toilet and also before eating. So we make sure they are equipped with all that training before we can start the season.
Now that we're here in the farm, trees looking very healthy, very good produce. How long did it take to have this tree in this shape and form?
These trees are 6 years where we are now. Between the first to the third year, you can get some production. But the season usually takes, like now what is flowering here in September is what we will harvest next year from June to August. If you have taken good care of your fruit and maybe you have an ample area, you can still go commercial. But for you to say your orchard is mature, it's from 5 years.
So wewe kama mkulima, how do you know that your fruit is now perfect and ready for harvest?
We start by taking some fruits to quality control where we do maturity testing, but there are ways the farmer can check, physical checks, to know that the fruit is mature. The roughness, the appearance of the fruit will indicate that a fruit is mature. If a fruit is very green, that one shows immaturity. If the stalk starts turning brown, this is also a sign of maturity, so it indicates that the fruit is ready. If you also see some of the fruit start turning color, the purpling of the fruit, it also shows that the fruit is over mature. At the stage where we are in, where the fruit is very mature, it will take less than a week for it to be ripe and now to have all that purple coloring.
Now when I'm coming to do my harvesting, what do I need to come with to help in the process? And also, what are the do's and don'ts for the harvesting process?
You need harvesting clippers. This is what I have. You also need the harvesting gloves, as we have said. You also need a harvesting bag. We prefer using canvas because it's more durable, and you know that the fruit is heavy. An avocado fruit is heavy, so you need something that can withstand the weight. You also need harvesting crates. This is very important because it will make sure that your fruit doesn't have mechanical damage during transit. Some of the don'ts that you're not supposed to do, to drop the fruit on the ground. That is why we give them the bag. You're also not supposed to strike the fruit from the tree, because that one will eventually cause mechanical damage. We also don't bring the crates inside the orchard, because that one will cause a hazard to the employee as they are removing them to where the lorry can reach them. They are 18 kgs. It's heavier for them to take back than just the bag.
Now for this fully mature tree, ready for harvest, unaweza pata kama avocado ngapi?
Around 300 from one tree. On the higher side, you can get up to 600.
Pengine unaweza tushikia matunda utuoneshe a proper one that is good for export, then you can show us another one that can be used locally because it's not fit for export purposes, another one that probably has been affected by pests. Just show us the difference so we can get a better picture.
Size really does matter. The bigger the fruit, the better for the farmer. If the fruit is big, you will use less pieces to fill up a crate. So production will automatically go high when if the pieces are less. There are sizes that automatically go to the oil. Yani yo matunda haina size, that is how we say it. So if it's less than size 32, that one automatically goes to the oil. But the bigger sizes will fetch a better price than the smaller sizes. 12, 14, 18, those are the big sizes. The size is okay, but it has this roughness on the skin. It must have been attacked by thrips. So this one will automatically be disqualified as export. As you can see, it is purple due to overmaturity. So this one will also be disqualified. This one, as much as it has turned purple as well, it also has these blemishes. It was attacked by a pest, and also the size is too small.
As an avocado farmer, what are some of the challenges you face during the harvesting of avocado?
Some of the challenges during harvesting, one of them is quality issues, and especially right now where we are in the season, some of our fruit have turned purple, so that one, even if it's a good fruit, will of course go as a local. Will fetch the lower price of local. Another challenge we face as farmers is issues to do with pests. So the control usually is a bit tricky for us when we are harvesting, because you want to observe the PHI days and you also want to remove your fruit.
I can see where we are packing them in the crates. They have different colors. Na pia kuna venye tumezipanga moja juu ya nyingine. What do the different colors signify, and also why are we placing them in that manner?
For each estate is different. For us, we have orange crates where we put the export quality, and we have the gray crate where we put the local or the second grade. The gray crates are also used as the slave crates. Because of hygiene purposes, we usually stack the export crate on top of a slave crate.
How is the avocado market looking?
It's quite good, though it fluctuates depending on where the season is. During the start of the season, it's quite shaky, but towards the end, like where we are, it gradually improves. The demand is still there, and we are we're exploring other markets, apart from Europe. We have the China market, we also have Dubai, so I would say the demand is still there.
Alright, maybe we could understand what really happens after harvesting. Ukishamaliza umetoa matunda yako, umepeleka, it's now ready to be bought. What do you do as a farmer in your farm after that?
We start with liming. We have a liming program where we do agricultural lime, dolomitic limes, gypsum, and then now we continue with our fertilizers and also irrigation.
At what point does pruning come in?
Pruning should follow harvesting. Immediately. When you're done with the block, you immediately start pruning.
What is the importance of it?
Pruning is very, very important. One of the reasons, it rejuvenates the tree in ensuring that the old branches are removed, then new ones, now the bearing branches, start to come up. It also opens up the tree. As you can see, these trees, they are very bushy. So it opens up the tree, allowing sunlight to come in, which destroys the pest and disease microclimates. It also reduces the height of the tree, making management practices like harvesting, the actual pruning easier for you guys. Yeah, and also the more your trees are shorter, the better the production. Because you'll find a very tall tree, you'll only find fruits on the upper part. But for a short tree, you'll find the fruits as low as my height.
Thank you so much, Judy, for talking to us and teaching us so much when it comes to harvesting avocado and also what I need to do as a farmer after harvesting my avocado. Please keep up the good job and keep expanding our market. Next, tunataka kusikia uko kwa another continent, sindio? Maybe we can move this way?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, come, I want to show the viewers how exactly we are harvesting. I have become a pro at this thing actually. So what you do, you take your fruit. This avocado looks very, very good. Then with your clipper, you come right here, give it a bit of a distance, like a centimeter, so that you don't go directly to the fruit. Make sure that this side is the bottom, okay? It helps not to scratch the fruit. And then, there you go. We have our distance, we have our fruit, and then dip into a harvesting bag.
Inanifurahisha kwa sababu kuna tanakali za sauti. Tup, chup, kila kona. Lakini kwetu kule mashambani, na nadhani watu wengi sana wanafanya kile kuchukua mawe, unarusha, unaangusha avocado. Wamesema vizuri sana ni kuharibu. Na nilivyosema awali kwamba keti, tafuta kalamu na vile vile karatasi, andika ili upate kujua sana. Kwa sababu wewe umetufunza taratibu.
Yes, so clearly we are not going to go through that procedure of hitting with a stone, because we also have to make sure we maintain the quality of the fruit. Now, I also did have a good time learning how to harvest. I almost never came back, but we are here, so worry not. We are good. Now, for you to have such a fantastic harvest, one of the important things you need to do is to make sure that your soil is in good shape. How do you do that? We get to find out about soil fertility after this short break that we're about to take. We'll have a guest in studio that will be shedding more light on that. However, for now, our social media platforms are open for you to talk to us on Instagram at Kenya's Gold. Our SMS line is 22422 and our email is kenyasgold@royalmedia.co.ke. See you after this short break.